Hey guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. Welcome to the channel where we talk a lot about making money online as a creative person, as an artist. Today video, I'm going to talk about the payment stuffs about the Zazzle because I've been getting a lot of the questions and comments from you guys about the payment problems, payout from the Zazzle. They are not receiving the payouts on time, or there is some problem in the payment settings option. So I'm going to talk about some major problems and some troubleshooting solutions to help you guys get the payout from Zazzle on time. Let's dive in. Give this video a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more such videos. We have the Zazzle products in the description box below. You could very well check the Zazzle workbook planner. It's a PDF download if you're interested in making your shop on Zazzle. If you haven't yet, and if you already have one, you want to get the sales, it's step-by-step procedure. You can follow along, you can fill it out. The PDF download, the link is in description. The second, I have a step-by-step tutorial, like a course, a Zazzle course, a short course, a beginner tutorial course. The link is in also description box. The third product I have is a Zazzle ebook. If you want a little bit more in guide, it's a short ebook. It's not in depth, but it's a short one if you're interested in knowing about the Zazzle. And I'm sharing my experience in that ebook. So if you want to know about it, it's also in the description. The fourth product about the Zazzle, we have the Zazzle audiobook. It's kind of like an audio course. I think it's a 1 hour course or 1 hour audiobook. You can listen to it while walking, at your gym or cooking, whatever, and you can get the help for your Zazzle shop. All the links of these products are in description. You can very well check it out. You can also check out our free products. All the links are in description. Without further ado, let's dive in. So let's talk about the payment problems. So some of the major problems is that I've received from you guys is that the payout is not getting on the time, or there is a problem in the payment settings, or you haven't reached the threshold. So let's talk about those things. The first and foremost things, whichever country you belong, the things will going to be a little bit different, and I'm not a tax expert, so I can't help you guys with the form, the W8BEN form. If you're outside United States, if you are in the United States, then it's a different form. And if you are an individual, it's a different. If you are a corporation or LLC or any kind of like legal entity other than the individual, then the forms are different. You can very well check the IRS website for more detail, for in-depth guide about these forms, which form to fill and how to fill them. All these guides are there on the IRS website. Latest update about these forms. I can't help you guys because I'm not a tax expert. I also fill my form from getting the information here and then from the internet, and also refer to the IRS website for more details about it, for in-depth step-by-step guide to fill the form. So first you have to fill the form and you have to submit it to the Zazzle, depending on your country, depending on your legal entity, whether it's individual, LLC, non-profit organization, whatever the legal entity you have. Other than the individual, the forms are a little bit different. So make sure to check out on the Zazzle itself in the payment settings. Well, you're gonna enter your name, your address, your phone number, your PayPal email address if you want to receive your payout by PayPal, or if you want to receive by check, then you will mention that email address, whichever email address it's applicable, whether it's a PayPal email address or whether it's the check. For the check, it's an email address, so you're going to mention that. And then you need to select whether you're an individual, LLC, non-profit organization, any kind of legal entity, which are there in the drop down menu. You select it, and then there is a form. The Zazzle is recommending you to download the form. So if you are outside United States as an individual, okay, then there is a W8BEN form. You can click over to the download button. You can download the form. You can fill the form, and then you can email the form to the Zazzle at their email address. Now they have the different email address for everything. Like you can also fax them. If you want to fax them, you can fax them. I think they also have their physical address, so you can also send them with the physical address if you are in the United States or whatever the situation is. For more detail, you can very well contact the Zazzle customer help. They have the chat option. You can contact them there, or you can check out their help center. They have the FAQs, like the most frequently asked questions, and they have answered them to get the more in-depth guide. But this is the basic thing that you have to follow through. And you have to fill the form, you have to submit the form, and once they receive your form via the email, you're going to receive an automated reply from the Zazzle within 24 hours. That's actually the computer generated email. Okay, it's like an automated message. Once you send the email, you're gonna get the reply back. but they're gonna reply you after checking your form. I think they reply within a month, or sometimes they take 2 months. It depends. It depends on how fast they're gonna work, and depending on the holidays and all that, business hours and all that stuff. So sometimes they reply within a month, sometimes it takes 2 months, and then they're gonna reply you whether your form is accepted or not, if they need any more details, or if they need any more stuffs for your form, or your form is incorrect, they're gonna let you know, and depending on that you can proceed further with that. If it's accepted and they said that your form is correct, right, and is accepted, and it's transferred to the finance department, then you can very well get the payout in the next payout timing. But if your form has some problems, like it's incorrect, or there is not completed or something like that, then probably you need to refill the form, or you need to correct the problems that are founded in the form, or you need to fill the form completely if you have unfilled any lines or something like that, and then submit the form again, and then again they're gonna review your form, and if it's approved, then you're gonna receive your payout. So it's kind of like it take you at least 2 to 3 months to receive your payout from the time you're filling the form for the first time and submitting it to the Zazzle. It may take 4 months, guys. So that's why if you're starting on the Zazzle right now, make sure you do this stuff right now before you actually start making money, because if you start making money, you have to wait for minimum 2 to 3 months to get the reply from the Zazzle, and all that stuff is completely done and completely filled. Your form is accepted by them, transfer to the finance department, and then you're gonna receive your payout at the payout time, whatever it is. So this is a threshold that I can say. Now it will going to vary depending on their working hours, depending on the holidays and all that stuff. You can very well contact the Zazzle for that, but keep in mind minimum 2 to 3 months. So make sure you fill your form in the beginning itself and starting with the Zazzle, so you don't have to wait for the payout, or you don't have to wait for your form to be accepted by the Zazzle to receive your payout on time. Okay, that's the first thing you need to do. The second thing you need to do, please mention your correct email address that you have. If you want to receive the payout by PayPal or check, whatever the two routes they are mentioning, whichever route you choose, make sure you mention your correct email address so that you receive your payout in time. Oftentimes people miss out some words here and there, and then they don't receive their payout. So make sure you check it out. Another thing is about the threshold. For the threshold for the PayPal, minimum threshold is $50, and for check is $100. But if you're actually requesting the money before the threshold, then they're gonna take 2.50. Then they're gonna take $2.50 because you haven't reached the $50 threshold for PayPal. So they're gonna take from that, and then you're gonna receive your payout. For check, is the minimum threshold is $100, and I think it's the $5 if you request before $100. I'm not sure. I haven't used the check as a payout method for my PayPal store, so I am not for my Zazzle store, so I'm not sure about the check payout method. I'm only sure about the PayPal. Another thing to keep in mind, oftentimes people get the payout from the Zazzle in their PayPal, but then they don't know how to actually cash out or actually get the money from the PayPal back into their bank account. Now this thing is literally sometimes kind of like a tedious, because not much information is out there. So depending on whichever country you are, the PayPal will going to be vary. If for US it's different, for outside US it's different. So you have to actually put your bank account details in the PayPal, or in some countries you are only required to add debit card or credit card details. Depending on whichever country you are, the things will going to vary. So make sure when you are making a PayPal account, you actually use your country residence only. Don't use other country residents. Like if you are living outside United States and using United States location, that the things will going to be different. So make sure you use the one where you are, don't use the other one, because the things will be varied. So you have to basically, I think in the PayPal, you have to put your bank account details, or you have to put your credit card or debit card details, because it varies. In some countries, you only have to place debit card, credit card details in the PayPal, and you receive your payout in the bank via that card. But in other countries, you have to actually put your bank account details in the PayPal to receive the amount or the money you received at the PayPal to your bank account. So make sure you fill the complete details on the PayPal so that you are received to actually get the payout that's been sent from the Zazzle to the PayPal and from PayPal to your bank account. Make sure you do all that stuff before that. If you need more help, make sure you check out the PayPal Help Center. I'm not sure that there is any email address or there is any chat to contact the PayPal. I'm not really sure about that. Very well, you can Google it to know more details about it, because people do make some videos about that stuff. You can very well check it out. Since I'm not sure about your country, and people watch my videos from all over the world, so I can't make a general video talking about how to make a PayPal account, because every country is different. Like, depending on the country, the PayPal is different, so the things will going to vary. And I'm not 100% sure what works in your country for your PayPal or what doesn't. I'm just sharing what I know about it. So here it is. So make sure you do all those things. Another things I have seen the people didn't receive their payout is because their information is not matching. Another problem is that the information that you put on your form, the tax form, whether it's W8, BEN form, BEN form, or whatever form you filled on the Zazzle for tax related issues, the information on the tax form needs to match with the information that you're filling in the payment settings. Sometimes people fill address details on the form something else, and in the payment settings they are filling something else. The things doesn't match. If it doesn't match, you're not gonna receive your payout. Make sure whatever information you're mentioning on the form should match to the payment settings information that you're mentioning over there. Your name, your address, your phone number, your identity, whether it's a individual, whatever legal identity it is, okay, and also your email address, it should be correct. The PayPal email address, your email address should be correct. Don't make those mistakes, because otherwise you won't receive your payouts on time. These are some stuffs you do. Another option is there in the Zazzle is that you want to receive your money at the normal payout, like $50, or you want to receive at a certain payout limit. Like, for example, if you are actually placed your PayPal email address in the Zazzle and you reach to the $50 threshold on the Zazzle, so you can get the payout, and you reach to that and you can get the payout. But you can also specify the dollars in the payment settings of the Zazzle if you don't want to receive your payout after $50. For example, you want to only receive your payout when you reach to the $100 via the PayPal, via the Zazzle, via the PayPal, then you can mention in that specified dollar section as $100. So once you reach the $100 threshold, then only you're gonna receive your payout. You're not gonna receive your payout when you reach to the $50. I hope it makes sense. You can also mention that stuff, that detail in the payment settings when you want to receive your payout at the normal specified threshold, the minimum threshold, that's the $50 for PayPal and $100 for check, or the specified dollar that you want, maybe $100, $200, $500, whatever it is. You can very well check those options as well on the Zazzle in the payment setting to receive your payouts on time. Another thing, make sure your PayPal account is up to date. You have provided the correct information in your PayPal account. You entered the correct bank details, correct credit card, debit card details, correct name, address, and all the information that is necessary for making a PayPal account to receive a payout from the PayPal to your bank account or whatever method you're choosing. Okay, make sure you mention the correct details, because if anything is not appropriate or if it is not correct, you're not gonna receive your payout. You're gonna have a delay. So make sure you do all those things before actually expecting to get the payout from Zazzle to the PayPal and PayPal to your bank account. Okay, make sure you do all those stuffs, all those details. Now things will going to vary depending on your country, so that's why I can't talk about the generalized stuffs that you have to do, because if I talk about the generalized and you're like, oh, I'm in this country, it doesn't work for me, so I can't help you with that. I hope it makes sense. So these are some troubleshooting problems that questions I got from you guys. If you have any more questions about the payment settings or payment payout options in the Zazzle, the problems that you're facing, or any queries, any questions, do let me know in the comment section below. I would love to help you guys in there, and I can make more videos, like a part 2 videos or something like that, to help you guys more in depth, because I can only help you depending on what your questions are. Okay, so make sure you mention your questions in the comment section so I would know about it. I can help you guys based on whatever I know so far, and if possible I'll gonna make another video to go more in depth detail about your questions, only answering your only questions. But these are some problems that I've seen. Hopefully you find this video useful. Do let me know what you think. I'll see you the next time. Take care. Bye guys.